I'd do without your smart mouth, drawing me in and you kicking me out. You've got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't.
Thank you. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great time, including Chelsea and Jarrod, guest of honours. I want to keep this as quick as possible, as there is a lineup after me. Firstly, I would like to say, Chelsea, you are so beautiful, and I'm proud to call you my sister. Sorry. Sorry. With a 6-year age gap between us, we had never had the best start to our sisterhood until you were about 14 years of age and had asked me to cut your hair. After my many failed attempts at cutting my own, you still had complete faith I would ruin yours as well. A very specific V-style layered cut, and with my very blunt school scissors. An hour or so later I was done and it was a complete mess. You have never let me forget that I had ruined your hair for life. The day that you had told me that you had met someone online, we hadn't actually spoke for a while. We never really had a very close relationship, leading up to that time, but she really came to me and told me that, she'd met someone really special, and I was really happy for her and, wanted you to have the best and you deserved it. And before you knew it, you were in another state getting married to the love of your life. I'm not sure where the sisterhood shift began, but I couldn't live a day without you now. Jarrod. A few words for you. The moment I knew that you were the perfect fit for my sister, we were having dinner after our own wedding, trying to solve the mystery of who had rudely signed on our guest board from Mike Hunt. You were trying so hard to contain yourself at the point you had tears in your eyes, and I knew it was you. I can confidently believe Chelsea will always be taken care of and entertained by you. Lastly, I would like to congratulate you both, not just on your beautiful wedding, but on your marriage and the beginning of your lives together as husband and wife. If everyone could please raise their glass, a toast to Chelsea and Jarrod. May your love be modern enough to survive the times, but old-fashioned enough to last forever. Thank you.
Where's the guest book? So I think Hayley's just given away what she's going to write in the guest book later. All right, so following up with Hayley, we're actually going to have Justin, who today filled a role that I never actually thought existed, and that was a bride's man. But hey, let's go with the times here. So Justin, can you please come up and deliver your speech? Just click, hang on to that. I've got to click this on so that recording.
Okay.
All right, so don't swear. You want to put it in your pocket or I can hold? Oh, hold.
No, you hold it.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Jarrod and Chelsea on their wedding day. Fantastic. I'm over the moon for Chelsea and Jarrod. The first thing I should say is when Chelsea first took off to Sydney, she called me and said, "Hey, Just, I'm on a bus. I'm going off to Sydney. I'm going to meet this bloke named Jarrod." And I think to myself, and I go, "Jesus, who is she meeting?" But then I met Jarrod, and we've gone on a fishing trip together and spent some time together, and he's the most genuine bloke that I could ever meet in my life, and I wouldn't wish anything else but for them to be together. And I truly think that they're going to spend the rest of their lives together, and I'm the proudest brother walking it down the aisle today, and it just brings me to tears, I tell you. Thanks.
Hang on. I need the mic back. Run off with it. All right, so following up that one, we actually have Stuart, who's going to speak for twice the length of both Justin and Hayley, because he promised that he was going to do a long speech at the engagement party where I gave the speech and he said nothing. So, Stuart, can you come up here and give us your speech? Yeah. We'll see how we go. I'll kick you off if you take too long.
We'll get the timer.
Hang on. Put that on there.
Where?
No, just up here.
Where is it? We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Have you had a few too many beers already, or what?
Where's this fucking thing going? There we go.
There you go.
Okay. For those who don't know me, I'm Chelsea's dad.
Hold the mic up, Chewy.
Chelsea has asked me to do this speech about 12 months ago. Every night she has texted me and reminded me about this 45 times. I've even got Jarrod text me during the day and saying, "Have you done this if you say K-I-N-G speech?" Which I replied to Jarrod. I said, "Don't worry about it, mate. Just chuck her in the dunny, she'll be right." So anyway, what Chelsea told me, this speech has to go for about 5 minutes. And we all know speeches are boring as batshit. And little does Chelsea know, when I went to school, I got 2 out of 100 for public speaking and a big fat F. So, anyway, where else am I here? I look at today as not losing a daughter, but gaining a son. From the first time I met Jarrod, I clicked with him straight away. We had the same laughter, the same banter, the same jokes, and he just made me laugh from day one. Many, many years ago, I'll tell you, Chelsea's been calling me boss. Or I've been calling Chelsea boss since about she was 2 years old. She used to boss me around since she was about 2 years old and tell me how life is and where to go, how it should be done. I wouldn't recommend anyone taking Chelsea camping. We went camping once. Never feed Chelsea tinned peaches. Chelsea decided to vomit all over me at 3 a.m. in the morning. I had to go and wash myself down in the snow water and get back in the bed in my sleeping bag and realise it was full of spew. So please don't take Chelsea camping. Every father wishes that their daughter finds someone that they can truly trust and believe in. and want to be with. And to this day, I really believe that Chelsea is finding that person. So, yeah, anyway. Bit of old scrap dunny paper I found here. Finally, I would like to thank everyone that come here, all you freeloaders. Good on yous. Jarrod has been actually shitting himself about this speech tonight. So Jarrod might need about 10 or 15 minutes to go and change his jocks before he gets up here. Anyway, I'd like to raise a toast to Jarrod and Chelsea and wish them all the best.
That was great, Stu.
It's done.
Yeah, you're done. The next one I have on my list, which I didn't get to tell you, you're following Brittany Brett, so just give you a preparation now. So the next one we actually have speaking is the Matron of Honour, Brittany. I didn't get a chance to warn you, but
That's all right.
right, so you got to clip that somewhere.
All right, thank you. Alrighty. So for those here who I may not have met, I'm Brittany, Jarrod's sister. And I feel extremely blessed that beautiful Chelsea asked me to be her matron of honour. I first met Chelsea 4 years ago, and over that time I've been fortunate enough to have been able to witness her blossom into the beautiful woman that she is today. I consider her a sister that I never had and want to take this opportunity to officially welcome her into the Woodward family, even though she has really already been a part of our family since she began dating Jarrod. It should be noted that anybody who can put up with Jarrod, let alone survive living with Brassy for that many years, is pretty special. Jarrod is very loyal and has always had a tendency to be quite stubborn in his decisions. Once he has made up his mind, that is it. Lucky for him, he typically always makes the right decision. And I think deciding to date Chelsea and then asking her to marry him was one of his best decisions yet. They're an excellent match for each other. They are both fairly quiet and reserved and caring and generous. Chelsea's patience is especially complimentary, which she demonstrated whilst trapped in the bathroom for 40 minutes or so while Jazza set the scene for his very romantic marriage proposal, complete with a trail of rose petals and candles. Despite being reasonably young, Jarrod and Chelsea are both very mature, level-headed and motivated, and I can't believe just how much these two have achieved together already. From moving interstate, establishing careers, buying and building their beautiful home and raising a fur baby. All things I could not have fathomed at their age. I cannot wait to see where the future takes them, and I wish them nothing but the best. So everybody raise your glass to a wonderful future full of love and happiness for Jarrod and Chelsea. Thank you. Thank you.
I can hold it.
I've got a speech.
Oh my God.
It's. Can you read that?
No.
Hi everybody, and I'm Brett. I'm the. Whoever said that, I can't. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm Jarrod's dad, so if you don't know me, and I'd like first of all to thank Darren for being the MC for the night. So a big round of applause for Darren. It's a hard job, but thank you very much. They're not my glasses, so I've got to work it out. Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank all the family and friends, especially from the UK, who brought the pommy weather to the service. From Victoria, which are mainly on this table, I think, Queensland and Sydney, over there. Call security. Okay. Hold on, I've got to read this. I'm nearly there, sorry, I've just small print. First of all, I'd like to say how beautiful Chelsea looks, and how very dapper the boys are looking tonight. The groomsmen and the bridesmaid, Brittany. And also to Mike Hunt on the table there. Thank you, Mike, you're doing a fantastic job. Okay. Where are we? Sorry, I'm nearly there. Yeah, I've just got out of the hospital, so it's all right. The special clinic. And thank you to all the again on the bridesmaids and all the groomsmen for all their time and effort they put in to this wedding of Jarrod and Chelsea's. So thank you again. And also, now to the fun part, and I'll keep it short this week because I know you're all eating, you don't want to go cold. We first met Chelsea a few years ago, or quite a few years ago, when she was 16, and she turned up at our house in Sydney. And she was very shy, quiet, but a very...
You sure it was Chelsea?
I think it was Chelsea. Yeah, she was a very shy and quiet, but a very... and she was only about 16 at the time. So I thought that was a bit odd, but at least Jarrod now, Chelsea's legal, so that's always a good thing. It's all right, Darren's here, so I can say that. But I'll get to the next bit. Okay. Yeah, and how you've grown to be a lovely young lady as you are, and you look absolutely fantastic. So, well done, Chelsea. Yep. And now to Jarrod. The only problem is with Jarrod, he's a bit like me. He's got his first dollar in his pocket, and he's still trying not to spend it anyway. But anyway, but yeah. But yeah, it's great to have a son like Jarrod, who is a terrific young guy. I don't want to say too much more than that. But he's a lovely young man, and at least he's got a proper job, as I've written. And he's got lots of toys, cars, boats, camper vans, and a nice fur baby, as Brittany said, and a lovely new house that they share together. Okay. All right. On finishing, I've got here. I'd like to all to raise your glasses, sit back, enjoy the booze, food. And a toast to Jarrod and Chelsea. So thank you. Thanks.
Into the working of Jarrod.
All right. Thank you very much. Don't applaud yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to recognise something special. Something that has seemingly disappeared in our society, something so rare and beautiful, and we have come together to partake and share in the joy that it gives. I'm of course talking about the open bar. Being asked to be best man is kind of like being asked to have sex with the Queen. It's an honour, but nobody really wants to do it. I'll do my best anyway. Jarrod, you have grown so much over the years, and as your older brother, I've been blessed to have witnessed the journey. You have impressed the family with your ability to acquire assets. From new car, new house, the new pooch, and the new camper van, you never seem short of a buck. I'm proud to say that this all stems back to me. So, I taught you the value of $1 early on. We were business partners. You agreed to get up with me at 5:30 in the morning along with my sister Brittany, and we did the Manly Daily, the local paper run. Out of the $10 that I received, I gave $4 to Brittany, and I gave $1 to Jarrod to actually pull the cart. And bless his cotton socks, he got up every single day and delivered those papers for about 3 years. It's true. It's true. Oh no, we'll go there. But still, you amazed us all. For some reason, you seem to have more money than the rest of us. So I'm still not sure how you do it. Actually, I pulled on this thread a little bit further. I went to his co-workers and asked him about Jarrod and his work ethic. And apparently, Jarrod goes by the nickname the God at Work. So he makes up his own rules, and it's a miracle when he actually does any work. I can speak on behalf of the family when I say from early on we knew Chelsea was special. Special in the fact that a member from the opposite sex actually had a conversation with Jarrod. As a reserved man, Jarrod didn't give away much about his relationships. The family learned to decipher his facial expressions. So I'll cue over to my brother now. If you watch me carefully, I'll demonstrate a facial expression, then I'll get one of my siblings to translate. You ready? Jarrod, how was your weekend away with Chelsea?
Yeah, that translates to, why thank you for asking. I've never met anyone like her before. She may be my soulmate.
When we quizzed Jarrod further about this, he gave us the... which means...
She likes fishing and camping. What more can a guy like me want?
Isn't that right, Jazz? There it is. As in the case with most men, we don't normally talk about our feelings, so I had to use my superior face stalking abilities to actually get some of the good gouge for you guys tonight. So let me embarrass the beautiful bride and groom by sharing some of their Facebook posts. So this is from Jarrod. I'd like to wish a very happy 18th birthday to this amazing girl, my beautiful partner, Chelsea Campbell. Heart emoji, heart emoji. I hope you have a wonderful day and I love you so much. Heart emoji, kiss emoji, wink emoji, celebration emoji, present emoji. And 2 years together with this amazing girl and it's been the best years of my life. Heart emoji, heart emoji. That was obviously a common theme with Jarrod's posts. Happy anniversary, Chelsea Campbell. You are one beautiful person. I love you more than ever. Heart emoji, heart emoji. I'd now like to go through some of Chelsea's posts. So this is from Chelsea. Be happy. It doesn't mean everything has to be perfect, but make the most of everything you have. Well, you've certainly done that. Don't choose the one who is beautiful to the world. Choose the one who's beautiful to you. You just have to look at the groom to appreciate that one. And this is my favourite. The pain you feel today is the strength you feel tomorrow. I guess being with Jarrod, you'll be stronger every day. Laugh at my own jokes. That's good. Jarrod, you're the brother I never asked for. You're my best mate, and I wish you both the very best in your marriage. To finish on a quote from the beautiful bride, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, Jarrod, you're the nicest and caring, caring and sweetest guy that I've ever met. You make me so happy and grateful, and to have such an amazing person in my life. If you take this caring attitude into your marriage, you both will be destined for success. So, ladies and gentlemen, raise the toast to the beautiful bride and groom. Cheers. You want to put this in your pocket?
Yeah. That's good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Tyson. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Tom, and this is Sam. Sam and I went to high school with Jarrod, and we met him a long time ago. That was during the time when he supported the mighty Rabbitohs and his beloved Queensland Maroons. It's been so long since we first met Jarrod that I can't even remember how or why we became friends, and I find myself asking myself those questions even today. Jarrod, Sam and I have always had plenty of laughs together. From our days in the schoolyard where Jazza was always the one throwing intercept passes worthy of Brett Camorley through to today, the three of us have always enjoyed having a laugh at one another's expense. Some of the best examples of this come from our numerous legendary camping trips.
So camping trips were something we all looked forward to in the year, often more than once a year as well. It was our time to just get away from it all. Pack up Jarrod's tent, Jarrod's Bon Jovi CDs, Jarrod's portable cooker, Jarrod's esky, Jarrod's cooking equipment, Jarrod's picnic table, Jarrod's chairs, all into Jarrod's car, and just hit the road. And after the first time, we felt bad about not taking Jarrod, so we started taking him along. But like I was saying, it was our time to get away from it all. Hit the road, put the CDs on, head for the bush, and just go rogue. For a few hours at least. Then the real camping started as we hit up the local RSL for a feed and the cinemas for the latest James Bond movie. It may not have been real off-the-grid camping, but it still had its challenges.
One of the best memories that was based around these challenges happened when we took a little trip to a campsite on the New South Wales coast, and it was a campsite aptly named The Ruins. Little did we know that this trip would actually ruin our holidays. It started well enough. Jarrod drove the whole 5 hours by himself while Sam and I had a nap in the back. Once we arrived, however, it went downhill quickly. The first thing we noticed at the Ruins was some bloke relieving himself on a poor old couple's motorhome. We should have recognised the signs and just turned around. Unfortunately for us, we didn't. The next challenge we encountered was Jarrod's family's brand new state-of-the-art 12-man tent, which snapped in several places due to the gale force wind blowing at the time. If only Jarrod had listened to my suggested campsite, which was sheltered by a forest, as opposed to his idea of setting up shop in the middle of an open field, this never would have happened. This open field not only resulted in the destruction of his $2,000 tent, but it also attracted hordes of firework-toting bogans, who, when they weren't letting off fireworks right next to our tent in the middle of the night, were stealing our precious cricket stumps. By the time night time had rolled around, we'd gone from cricket and a luxury 12-man tent to sharing an air mattress and a 2-man tent from Kmart. Further exacerbating the issue was the sunburn that Jarrod had received earlier in the day, which caused him to call out for his mum to help him throughout that night. Despite all of these challenges, Jarrod has always maintained his character. Jarrod is one of the most honest, hard-working, loyal and kind people that we've ever met. He's a simple Aussie bloke at the first look, but I'm sure that many of us here tonight would agree that there's much more to Jarrod than meets the eye, and his wife Chelsea would know this better than most.
And now I'd just like to share a bit about how Tom and I first learned of Chelsea. So we were all lying in a 3-man tent, shoulder to shoulder, when we saw Jarrod was texting a string of love hearts and smiley emojis. After some prodding and a bit of late night tickling, Jarrod explained how he'd been talking to a girl. And as Blake alluded to, Jarrod and girl are two words that don't normally go in the same sentence. And he told us that he really likes her, that they've been talking for a while online and over the phone, but that she was in Melbourne. Intrigued, we asked how old she was, to which there was a pause, followed by late 16, to which we replied, when's her birthday? June. And this was perplexing for Tom and I, as it was currently October, so I wouldn't really call 16 and 3 months late 16. But that's open for interpretation, I guess. I think we were pretty supportive, but also a little concerned, Jarrod being in his early 30s at the time. Only kidding, but every time we heard a siren, we were a little jumpy. So over the next few days, Jarrod disappeared into his phone for hours, sending messages of just love hearts and strings of smileys, back and forward with seemingly no other method of communication. I think that conversations have expanded over the years as they discovered text and the formation of words from letters. And so I'd like to propose a toast to the happy couple, that their lives be forever full of heart emojis, and all the best to the future.
Thanks, Darren. Doing a great job as MC.
Does Dad speak?
Hi all. Thanks for all the nice speeches and kind words of wisdom from everyone who has done a speech. Chelsea and I are both grateful. Hope you're all having a good time. Looks like both my nans on table 2 are leading the way on the wines. For those of you who are at engagement parties, I'll try to make this speech not as long as the one I did then. And for those of you who weren't, well, you probably never really heard me say more than a few words at once. So here goes. It's hard to describe in words how much this special day means to us both. But to be able to share it with family and friends is something truly special. Chelsea and I are humbled and greatly honoured that so many of you have made the effort to be with us here on the Sunshine Coast and sharing in our special day. So on behalf of Chelsea and myself, I'd like to thank you all for your love, support and generosity. We wouldn't be here today without the presence everyone has had in our lives. So a lot of people have come to me and said prior to the wedding day, Jarrod, your wedding day is the best day of your life. Here I am thinking to myself, is every day after the wedding day a lifelong decline? However, whilst today is truly the best day of my life, getting to marry this beautiful girl and now my wife, but being able to spend the rest of my life with her is something truly special. So now I'd just like to get to the formalities of this speech and mention a few thank yous. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has contributed in any way to making this day even more special, including everyone we've hired for today. Without your help, this day wouldn't be the same. In particular, thank you to my amazing wife who has spent countless hours organising literally everything for this special day. You have created the most perfect day. Big thank you to my family, especially Mum and Dad, for your unwavering love and support throughout my life. I am the person today because of this, and everything I've achieved in my life is because of your love and support. You've always allowed us to achieve my dreams and goals, including this special day of marrying my wife, which brings me to my next point. When you first met Chelsea, which was only meant to be for a few days in Sydney at first, but ended up being 3 years. You still cared for, loved and welcomed her into our family, even under these unusual circumstances. We both can't thank you enough for your love, support and generosity shown throughout our 4.5 years together, and we have achieved a lot because of this. It's something Chelsea and myself will forever be grateful for, so thank you. And to finish quickly, I can't understand why you both seem happier now. I'm not sure if it's because you now have someone else to put up with me full time, or if it's because I have finally moved out of home. I'd also like to directly thank Chelsea's parents, Stuart, Tammy and Darren, for accepting me into your family and allowing me to marry your beautiful daughter, even though the circumstances I mentioned not long ago about early days were a bit different to the usual. I really do appreciate the way you and your family opened up your home and your lives to me. Special mention also goes to your 17-year-old family dog, Chopper, who I was told when I first went to visit in Melbourne that if you can get his approval, you're pretty much accepted into the family. But lucky enough, I received it after a couple of days, so that was a relief. But on a serious note, thank you for raising such a beautiful girl. The amazing traits and values that I see in Chelsea and loved are a resemblance of the whole family, except for the stubbornness trait. I think Chelsea self-developed that one, or may have learned it from me. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for Chelsea and myself, especially your love and support shown towards us on our journey together. We really do appreciate it. You have an amazing family and one that I'm truly honoured to be a part of, so thank you. And I promise to always love, care for and be there for your daughter, no matter what. Brittany and both looking good. Thanks for sharing this special day with us and being a big part of it. Chelsea, as you're both up there for a reason, and I thank you for having a special impact on our lives. I just want to give a quick mention to my groomsmen. Boys looking good. Sam and Tom, thanks for being good mates. You're two friends that were, if you don't talk for 6 months, but can instantly hit it off again as if it was a day. We've shared many adventures together, especially the camping ones. I'm basically repeating what was said before. We are that close that the three of us have slept in a $20 Kmart two-man tent after our larger 12-man tent snapped in the wind while setting up. Not to mention the amount of laughter we've shared over the years, including watching Tom setting up a campfire, wearing just a sombrero and a dressing gown in front of other campers. Or the endless memories we've shared of myself hitting these two for 6 in cricket, or sitting on a beach under the stars eating 2 packets of Madeira cake and caramel koalas. It's been great watching you both grow and become recently married to your beautiful wives, and thanks for being a part of Chelsea and myself special day. Blake and Tyson, best man and ring bearer. I couldn't have asked for better brothers, and I'm so happy that I get to share this day with you guys up here, even if it is a love-hate relationship. We have also shared many adventures and memories that will last a lifetime, especially those memories of me catching more fish than Blake, or on our fishing trips, or beating Tyson in any of his games he wanted to verse me in. I've always looked up to you both, not because I'm the shortest, thanks Dad, but because you're both unique and intelligent in different ways. And I'm proud watching you both grow happily into your different lives, even more so now that we are living in 3 different states and not sharing the same bunk beds. So thanks, boys. And finally, to this beautiful girl, my honey bunnies. Wow, you look simply stunning. The moment I saw you walking up the aisle, I couldn't believe my eyes on how lucky I actually am to be able to call you my wife. The day I proposed to you up in the hinterland, I never thought I would have got a yes from such a beautiful girl, even more so after I had made you wait 45 minutes in the bathroom whilst setting up to propose. Didn't help with the wind blowing all the candles out after I nearly had them all lit. You inspire me each and every day to succeed and be happy. You have a heart of gold and a strong, independent girl. These steps you took for our love in our early days to make us husband and wife now is something that I will never forget and be forever in your debt to. To be able to pack up everything and move away in-state from family and friends at a young age testifies your commitment to our love and determination in life to chase your dreams, which is what I draw inspiration from in each and every day. In my vows, I chase In my vows, I said you were kind, caring, loving and sweet. Well, you're exactly that to me. There's a quote saying, you don't marry the person you can live with, you marry the person you can live without. You are that person I can't live without. You're the greatest thing that ever has happened to me. I've waited 21 years to meet the love of my life, and it was well worth the wait. Chelsea, everything I promised in my vows, I promise forever. I love you so much and can't wait for the next step of our journey together as husband and wife. I'd just like to finish with a toast to my beautiful wife, Chelsea. Thank you. That's it.
Outdone yourself, Jarrod.
Otherwise, we'll record all your secrets.
You're my hand in my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it although it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end in my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. And I give you all of me, and you give me all